Right. So now Just Life Financial is flourishing. You're helping people. You're obviously changing people's lives like you wanted to do. And, you know, I know your kids are doing very well. I saw that one of them just purchased a home.
So the vision on the vision board is that all my children will have an investment home before the age of 25.
Wow. Okay.
And as of right now, 3 have accomplished that. And I'm waiting for my 17-year-old to turn 18.
Oh, wow. So she's just not old enough to buy it. Yeah, that's awesome. And so how do they feel about it? Like, are they excited? Like
super excited.
Yeah.
I mean, credit, that's another thing that they're excited. It doesn't have to go as far as being, you know, money coming in. It's about the accomplishment of they get with that. So as soon as they turn 18, everyone's always on their Credit Karma, although that's not an authentic credit score. But they're on Credit Karma, and they every week check their credit score.
That's awesome.
And that is something that they compete against each other.
It's better than checking Instagram,
exactly.
right? Yeah.
And what's your credit at? Or if we have dinner, everybody's like, oh, pull up your Credit Karma. I want to see everybody's credit score. So they're big on competition.
Yeah.
And I love that because I love to see that they're not going to suffer in that area in life. I mean, it might be anything else, but that is something that I at least have been able to cover for them.
Yeah.
So I think that I mean, you know, like I said, they really don't say anything until you become older. My 26-year-old, he actually for the first time says, Mom, I'm so happy. And I thank you for everything that you've done for the family. So I know that it comes to a point where they understand the sacrifice. And that's probably how we feel about our parents now.
Yeah.
But I mean, when we were growing up, it's something that is just kind of, you just live day by day until you understand the sacrifice that people make for you.
Yeah. And it takes a strong person to be patient enough to wait for the return.
Yes.
They say successful people have delayed gratification. They trade what they want most for what they want now for what they want most. You know, we live in a society of instant gratification. That's where social media, like, you know, I'm not successful in 2 months. It's not working. You know what I mean? But what you taught them and what you experienced yourself is the power of delayed gratification. You know, and like it took a while, and you probably went through some times where you were like, man, this is difficult.
Yes.
But now.
And I think every day you feel like quitting.
Yeah, of course, right? I mean, it's never easy, and you're always growing.
Exactly.
But you are living a life that most people will never be able to live.
Yeah, and thank you for pointing out the credit score. I grew up in a household. My parents have really, really bad relationship with money. And they talk about credit score all the time.
Yes.
So I grew up like, okay, you got to make sure your credit score is good. My credit score is good right now, actually. But my parents' credit score is really whack.
Call me.
Yeah, I'm actually going to talk to you about my mom's credit score.
Maybe one day we'll do a whole podcast on actual credit.
I would love that.
Maybe we could talk about doing some collaboration with a financial podcast.
Yeah, because I grew up where it's like all about money. You got to get money, money, work. Next thing you know, they make really bad decisions, and you know their credit score is really
But a lot
whack.
of it is all based on education too.
Because
the schooling system, by they're not going to teach you that.
Exactly.
And it's because the government wants you to be in debt. The government wants you to have these high interests because who makes the money? The banks,
all those credit cards.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that's awesome. I mean, how does it feel for you now as a mom, seeing like your kids obsessed with credit instead of Instagram and OnlyFans and all this kind of stuff? Like, and
it's scary. It's a lot of pride. It's obviously you're proud of them for capturing that. One of the things I think in like maybe even like successful people, we really don't see the success.
Yeah.
Because we live it every single day.
It's normal.
It's normal. And because we're going, it's kind of like when you're getting older, right? You really don't see everything until somebody points out something like, hey, you're getting old, right? Or, I mean, any flaws, you don't see it because you feel like you're just going through an everyday motion. So when you do sit back, because I do that often now, is I sit back and I look at the progress of the company or the progress of my kids mentally. Then at that point, it is just like, gratitude. Like I'm always thankful for, obviously the skills and the talent. And I always thank me, right? Because I'm always like, thank you so much for not quitting on yourself. Because I mean, there was times that I literally did not want to continue. It was just, I need to stop. I feel guilty. There's a lot of pressure between everybody. But now it is just gratitude, like you wouldn't even believe. It's not about the money. It's not about any of that. Sometimes I don't even know what's going on, but it is just this thankfulness in life. And you just see life is such a beautiful way of seeing it, just positive, just creating that for others is I think, what to me is just like, I'm always thankful. It's
Do you
thankful,
know Do you know The Rock, Dwayne Johnson? He has the same principle, gratitude.
Really?
Look, he used to be broke. He had $7 in his pocket. He's like a billionaire. Like, I think a billionaire now,
Yeah.
right?
He's close. He's pretty close.
Yeah, he's pretty close.
He
He
will
has
be.
like the most followers on Instagram.
Yeah, 250 million or something
Yeah.
like that.
Wow.
He's all about gratitude.
Yes.
Seriously.
Yeah.
And he's like the kindest man. Like, everyone meets him. Like, he's so kind, you know?
Yeah.